Hello, Scorpio. It's Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot. And today we are doing a quick reading using the Unfolding Path Tarot, one of my faves. And I have to apologize up front. I'm using a new camera setup and I am still learning how to display the cards in focus. So bear with me as we move forward with this reading. And I'm going to go ahead and give the deck a good shuffle for you. And I'll meet you on the other side of the shuffle for your reading. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what we've got. We are starting with the Knight of Wands. This has come up a few times in a few of the other readings so far today. And, when I did my January one card pull over on my website, BohemianPathTarot.com, there was a lot of fire. Like most signs got some version of a wand in their reading. It was fascinating. So there seems to be a general vibe. I'm also recording this just as the sun moves into Aquarius and a few days before the full moon in Leo. Leo, of course, is a fire sign, so we're getting a lot of fiery energy, I think, because of that. Oh, and here's another one, the Five of Wands. Ooh, the Two of Cups. That'll cool things down a little bit. And the Queen of Wands. Okay. Wow. So we start here with the Queen of Wands. This is where we find you as we begin this next cycle. The Queen of Wands, of course, is a fiery, charming, sexy, magnetic character. She is maybe a bit of a diva, but like in a good way. Like you like her confidence. This is shown up in a position where it's a positive attribute. This is a positive characteristic or vibe that you're bringing towards, advancing in the next cycle. So the sort of call here or the advice here is to lean into your charm, your leadership, the things that excite your ego. Have faith that those things that you want, that make you feel seen and validated, are available to you in this next cycle. Lean into your confidence. Be a bit of a diva. Now, that's your permission slip to be a bit of a diva, but a benevolent diva. So in the first position here of like an event or a situation coming forward, we have the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight is someone who actively, passionately pursues their goals, pursues their ambitions. This Knight of Wands is also interested in, sort of ego satisfaction, being seen, being heard, being validated. This night can sometimes come on a bit strong, especially if you're pursuing someone in terms of a romantic or maybe a more intimate sort of connection. The Knight of Wands is known for that sort of thing. But this could also be that drive towards creative endeavor or creative recognition. Wands very much are about that creative fire, that creative spark. So this could be, going after, joining a band or getting your band some gigs, acting, writing the screenplay, but this would be more of the kind of thing where you're shopping your screenplay around, or, finding a publisher for your novel. The phase where the creative endeavor has been initiated, and now you're seeking the audience or the recognition for your creation. There's also an element of athleticism with this night. So for those of you who aren't like performing artists, or utilizing the creative spark in the wands, this could be an athletic endeavor, a new training program, becoming a trainer, taking a yoga retreat or yoga training, that sort of a thing, hanging out your shingle and getting clients for, your Pilates business, or maybe even getting some marathon training to do one of those marathons where you raise money for a charity. That would also fall in line with this. But in any case, it's a very active energy where you're going out and pitching yourself, pitching your project, and or pursuing a athletic goal, or possibly romantic interest. Now, the next card we have here is a little bit of chaos. This typically indicates some passions that are going a little haywire. It's the kind of thing where you may be involved in a group. It could be like a day job. It could be your family. It could be your chosen family. It could be maybe a creative group that you're associated with, like your band or a theater group, something like that. But there seems to be a lot of ideas and a lot of people who want to lead or want their ideas to be appreciated or acted on, but there isn't a lot of consensus. There isn't one leader in this endeavor. The chaos is coming from so many people having their own very strong opinions about how something ought to be going, and it's leading to a little bit of chaos, a little bit of frustration. Now, Scorpio, you tend to be a passionate person, any day of the week, at any cycle, but especially with all this fire that we're starting with here, there's a bit of a warning with this card, or maybe just advice, a heads up, that you don't want to waste too much time getting in fights, because this card indicates a cycle when other people aren't really listening. They're so busy trying to be seen. So many people involved in a situation or a project or at work have ideas about how something should go, and they just aren't ready to listen. There aren't any real strong leaders. Kind of everybody thinks they should be a leader, or everybody wants an opinion, but they don't want to take responsibility. So just a little heads up. You don't want to waste too much time kind of spinning your wheels trying to be heard, or trying to be, for your idea or opinion to be recognized. It might be a better use of your time in this phase to just take responsibility for what you know to be true, and acknowledge other people's ideas, of course, and, give them their kudos or the recognition that other people need, but don't get bogged down in the drama. So that's just a little heads up with that one. And on the other side of this kind of very passionate start, we have the Two of Cups, which is, for those of you looking for a romantic relationship, or looking to take an existing relationship to the next level, this is a great sign. The Two of Cups is a card indicating a time when you're feeling a real depth of connection, feeling a real sense of intimacy with another person, possibly another group. If you're not looking for a romantic relationship, this could also be with a group. It could be like the aforementioned band. You know, sometimes when we get in that creative place with other like-minded folks, and it could be a project where the inspiration is just flowing between the whole group, you know, especially following this card, which is a little bit of chaos or a little bit of, you know, a lot of ideas, but not a lot of harmony, let's say. This is the harmony card. This is where the harmony comes. So it could be with another group, it could be with a single person, but it's definitely a phase, you know, kind of like the happy ending after this bit of chaos, finding your way, finding your connection, finding the way to be your true self and honor your own kind of depths while also honoring the depths of another person or people or group, band, theater, endeavor, something like that. I mean, obviously, it could also be if you're in that training program, you know, making connections in that space. But it's literally a very passionate reading. It's one of the most passionate readings I've seen in a while, where there's just a lot of inspiration, but a little bit along the way, there's maybe a little bit too much. And so finding a way to connect in a deeper way instead of at the ego level, at more of a heart level. That is the suggestion. But of course, stay true to your confidence and follow your passion. Just don't get bogged down in the drama. And on the other end, you'll feel a real sense of connection. Here we go. There we have it. I hope you like that reading, Scorpio. I hope it gives you some additional inspiration. Actually, you're coming with a lot of inspiration. But in any case, thank you so much for dropping by. Until next time, take good care.